Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
One goes nowhere, losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Hey, 626. Rodgers to throw on second down. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. From the gun, Moore. This is caught. It's Cooks. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run here with John Kelly. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Looking to throw on second down. Moore. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Moore operating from the gun. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Packers get set to go. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete.
He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You had horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Tackle there by Clay Matthews. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. Now Moore. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. On first down, it's Gurley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, LA! Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon. Here's Moore on first down. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Moore now to throw on 3rd down. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way is that guy.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Rodgers handing to Montgomery. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Now he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Rodgers going to throw. Floating one, incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
319! 319!
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And now another one thrown incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion?
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Crosby on now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Shaq Lawson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Moore, throwing on 3rd and long. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Rodgers looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but that is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's complete to Cooks. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. To throw is Moore. Throwing on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Now Rodgers. And Graham's got it, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Kayvon Webster on the defensive side, able to get a hand in.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And Graham's got it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Rodgers now on first down. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll run with Montgomery. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Go.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal. They'll run forward with Montgomery. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Ty Montgomery in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have moved out in front. Extra point try now for Crosby. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Crosby puts it through. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity map to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
To throw on 3rd down. Moore. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Go, go, go.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Macklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. On 1st down, Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side, and this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers add on to their lead. Crosby on now to kick it away. Cooper on the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Looking for Woods that time. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Let's go, come on. Turn right. What's it doing?
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, 626.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Moore now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Off play action. Moore. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Moore throwing again. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 30. They give him a gain of 37.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
The tackle there by Mark Barron.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
That's fine. Yeah. Hurry up.
To throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. Rodgers to Cobb. Good for a Green Bay 1st.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. Rodgers now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Back now in Los Angeles.
That's fine. Yeah. Hurry up, hurry up. Got it. Zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom. Jump out.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Hey, 626.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he's got his man. That's Macklin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 yards there and a 1st down. Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Hurry up, hurry up. Hey, where y'all going?
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. 4 down, 4 down. 26, Loco, over here. Get 300. Get 300.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Crosby on now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Mike Daniels breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And down he'll go at the 25. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him out to the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Now Moore. They got him in. It's Woods. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Here's Moore on 1st and 10. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Moore now. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Mike Daniels in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Rams on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Moore now. From the gun, he'll throw. Going up top for Kupp. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
On 2nd down, Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Packers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And this is the 10th carry for Ty Montgomery. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a 1st down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.